It's Jack Daniels at The Boxers Trainers Channel. And today, the 24th of January, it is actually the 24th of a new year, the 24th date of January 2025, right? And today, we are here live again at the Boxers Trainers Channel. And the topic that we are discussing is the king of boxing, in my opinion. Do we know who the king of boxing is? Before we go forward with who the king of boxing is, I need to let the chat know that this, there you go, this is a live chat, phone chat. And the number is 870-571-3995. If anybody that wants to discuss the king of boxing, right, whom at this juncture I haven't announced who that is, well, why should I have to do that? You guys, if you're dedicated boxing fans, should know who the king of boxing is, who the pound for pound king of boxing is, who takes on any challenge within his weight class, and what gives him the distinctive dedication to the sport to be considered as the king of boxing. Now, I said that to say this. There is a lot of discussion about Terrence Bud Crawford. There's a lot of discussion about Saul Canelo Alvarez. There's a lot of discussion about Tank Davis, Gervonta Tank Davis, right? And in all these instances with these particular people, they all are associated with boxing as boxing presents itself today, right? In one way or another, these names are at the top of the food chain when it comes to talent and boxing, right? Again, Saul Canelo Alvarez, Gervonta Davis, and Terrence Bud Crawford. At the top of the food chain, these are the individuals that actually bring about a tasteful desire to follow boxing. Now, today, we are going to talk about the legitimate king of boxing, right? And that is Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford, in my opinion, is the primary representative of the sport. Why? I'm gonna tell you in a minute why. 1 minute. I gotta get this up. Okay. Now, in 23, Terrence Bud Crawford defeated Errol Spence to become the unified welterweight champion of the world. The first since Zab Judah in 2006. Crawford is only the third male boxer in history, along with Naoya Inoue and Ulasanda Usyk to become undisputed in two different weight classes in the four belt era, right? That's in the four belt era. You know what I'm saying? It's only, three world champions, undisputed, that have taken this position in two weight classes that have become undisputed. That's, again, Terrence Bud Crawford, Ulasanda Usyk, and I have a problem announcing Inui, right? These cats are undisputed champions in two weight categories, right? In the first in the four belt era, right? Now they had past undisputed champions but none in the Fort Bell era. So you have to give these cats recognition for stepping up to the plate, that put themselves in a position, and they also had the inclination, the desire to want to be world class boxers, right? Now, if you don't have that attitude, that swagger, right, when you challenge becoming a world class boxer, you're not going to be a world class boxer, right? That's why I give a lot of credence, a lot of respect to Torrance Bud Crawford. Torrance Bud Crawford has not stopped at being a two-division world champion. Torrance Bud Crawford is now challenging himself to become a three-division world champion in the sense that he is going after the so-called cash cow of boxing, the so-called face of boxing, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Now, it's a big challenge to step into the plate to be able to conquer Saul Canelo Alvarez, but I believe from way down on the inside of my soul, coupled with the fact that boxing is who I live for. Boxing is what I live for. And boxing is what I believe that the Creator put me on this earth to represent. And that's what I do. And I think I do that quite well. So when it comes to analyzing someone like Torrance Bud Crawford, I have to say, because for another reason, Torrance Bud Crawford, I'm 75, so I can say this. Torrance Bud Crawford reminds me of myself. I see a lot of Torrance Bud Crawford's behavior in myself, right? That is in the sense that when I boxed, I seriously believe, shout out to my man, the Mexican G. Shout out to the Mexican G. The Mexican G said, Crawford better stay away from Canelo. Now that's a logical assessment for most people, right? And I respect the Mexican G. Tremendously. He's a very well versed fan of the sport, and the things that he say I have to take notice to. But when it comes to this particular boxer, Torrance Bud Crawford is just a genius when it comes to preparing himself to take on battle, right? And I think that contrary to the fact that most real boxing fans believe that he's taking on too much, he's biting off too much, right? In the sense that he's taking on a person, Saul Canelo Alvarez, which is 2 weight classes above Torrance Bud Crawford's normal weight scheme, right? And I get that. But I will say in the defense of that logic, right, that Torrance Bud Crawford somehow is preparing and elevating his belief system and his body to be in position that when he goes in the ring with Saul Canelo Alvarez, he's going in there on equal ground, physically and darn sure mentally. So I understand my friend and colleague's position in regards to staying clear of Saul Canelo Alvarez. I respect that in every critic that believes as they do about Saul Canelo Alvarez's tremendous ability to punch somebody out in the ring. He does that. I get that. But let's go back a ways, right? Let's speak on one of the losses that Saul Canelo Alvarez suffered at the hands of a similar style boxer, Floyd Mayweather Jr., right? He fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. I believe it was in what, 2016, 16, 13? Somewhere in that area, right? And Saul Canelo Alvarez was a great boxer then. But Saul Canelo Alvarez got his feet and his hands boxed off that day, 2014. Thank you for the correction, Mexican G, my main man in the house. Shout out to Bud Boxing in the house, okay? There's a 2-minute limit on phone call chats, y'all, because Bud Boxing is long-winded. But anyway, I'm just trying to get some logic inserted into shout out to Jackson Bodrick. Shout out to the brother in the chat. I'm just trying to get some logic asserted into the allegations made that Torrance Bud Crawford is suffering from some type of mental disease for taking the fight against Saul Canelo Alvarez. But listen to this. If you're really a boxer or anything in any scheme, right, and you seek to be the dominant factor in that particular area that you're seeking greatness in, why not put yourself in a position where you want to fight Saul Canelo Alvarez? I would fight if I was Bud Crawford and I was 2 weights down above Saul Canelo Alvarez. I would fight Saul Canelo Alvarez. If I was in this in a position and within the age reach, right, I would fight Saul Canelo Alvarez, right? And I believe, you know what I'm saying, if I had that position, if I was in that position, right, to fight, so I would fight Saul Canelo at the drop of the hat. Contrary to the 2 weights or whatever, I would fight Saul because that's where my heart comes from. That's where my dedication to the sports comes from. And you know what? I like I said, my disposition toward boxing is the same as Torrance Bud Crawford. Can't nobody beat me. And that's what Torrance Bud Crawford feels. So, all these wait a minute, what did you say? Okay. Bud, that's Bud Boxing. What's going? Man, shout out to Bud Boxing. Bud, I just want you to know, brother, that I've been trying to reach you, and you know I've been trying to reach you, brother. The phone number is in the chat. Drop a comment in the chat, and let me get either your phone number or your email address. I need to holler at you, brother, personally. I thought you was Gil Cole. But anyway, back to boxing and Bud Crawford. Hey, y'all get a life and understand there's this old man behind this mic. This old man in this chat has the same mindset as Torrance Bud Crawford. And I know what I'm talking about. But I hate to tell you this, but Torrance Bud Crawford is going to make a believe out of all y'all. The Mexican G, my buddy, as well. That being said, love you. I'm going to put on another display later on. And hit that subscription button, first of all. Drop a comment in the comment section. And let me know, in a common sense analysis scheme of things, why is it that y'all think, personally, that Torrance Bud Crawford, with all the talents that goes along with greatness, can't whoop Saul Canelo Alvarez? Hit that like button and share this video with your friends and relatives. The Mexican G, shout out to you, brother. As always, much respect. Later.